Hey guys, if you watched my last video, we were talking about the psoas muscle and I showed you how to release a few muscles with a kettlebell in the gym. Today we're going to be talking about a hip hike or a leg length discrepancy. My name is Brendan. I'm a registered massage therapist here at Strength & You Therapy, your fitness and therapy experts. So a hip hike or a leg length discrepancy can be caused in a multitude of ways. You could be standing on your dominant side for way too long. You could be crossing your leg over and over again on the same side. It could happen because your chair is offset at your desk. Your monitors could be too close to one side, causing you to kind of sit sideways. There's a multitude of things that could be affecting your hip. So the best way to actually tell if somebody has a hip hike or a leg length discrepancy is this test. So Kate, I'm gonna get you to bring your knees up into this position. Perfect. You're gonna bring your hips up into the air and just drop. And I'm gonna pull her legs out. The reason being is because this is where the hips are in the most relaxed position, and this will give me the best gauge of how short her leg is in comparison to the other. So we're gonna compare both of the ASISs. And actually, you can see that the right side is higher than the left. So now that we figured out which leg is shorter or which leg has a hip length or hip height discrepancy, we're going to assess it further. So we're going to figure out whether the problem lies in the back of the hip or the front of the hip. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Kate's leg towards me. And if the front of her hip raises up, which it is, her hip flexors are actually really tight. Okay. If I push it back this way, I'm looking for about 45 degrees from here to here. If I don't have 45 degrees, that means that the piriformis is tight. Now it's important to remember that these movements are all passive, and if you're feeling pain within the joint itself while these movements are actually happening, you should probably contact a doctor for further assistance. So with the second assessment, if you found that the piriformis is tight, this is pretty much what the treatment's gonna look like for it. So same movement. We're actually looking to go into the muscle belly right through here. We're just gonna turn the leg outwards. Pretty much looking for not a bony infield, but a bit of a stretch of an infield. If you start feeling any nervy pain go down the leg, it can actually be false signs of sciatica. So with the second assessment, if you found that the hip flexor or the front of your hip is actually tight, this is what the treatment plan would look like. Now, we could treat the quad depending on how tight the actual hip is through the front, but I'm just gonna show you how to do the tendon release really quick. So just like the kettlebell, we're gonna anchor in through here. And I'm just gonna slowly release her leg. Now the reason this manual therapy might be a little bit better for you is because the therapist probably won't hold back as much as you will with that kettlebell, because this is a painful release. So this is pretty much how we assess and treat a hip hike or a leg length discrepancy. If your doctor gives you the A-OK for actually training and strengthening, be sure to check out my next video because I'll be showing you how to actually get rid of this hip hike or leg length discrepancy. Remember, it's never enough to just treat or stretch. You always have to strengthen the other side. I'm Brendan from Strength & You, and remember, you're only one strategy away from crushing your fitness goals.